Hello there, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, back on good old Satisfactory for another week, ready to get going. Um, so yeah, we got a lot to do today, so it should be fun. Um, we're back on our modded playthrough, and as you can see clearly here, and if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video down there. If you'd like to know that mods list and the mod with the mod authors, and a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, should you wish to download and install mods for yourself. Yes. There's also some other helpful links down there and stuff and whatnot, so do be sure to check out the description section. There's a lot of good stuff going down there. Going on down there. Whatever. We're lost in the sauce of this particular video. But anyway, so if you may remember last time, we had moved a bunch of stuff over. So we've got all the stuff for the versatile framework and the automated wiring and whatnot. So we went ahead and did all that, which is good. Everything's looking good. We got started on this, but we don't have it fully hooked up yet. It will get there though. And it's going to go out this hole. Now we were going to figure out how we're going to get belts. Oh yeah, you fly right through that. So yeah, unfortunately this thing flies right through our it likes to fly right through our road. So we may end up having to do something about that in future. Who knows? But yeah, let's see what we can get done today. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty to go, and we're going to see everything we're able to do. Um, yes. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We need some belts. We need to hook these belts to the wall. Probably with one of our mods here. Probably. Well, actually, it needs to come in. Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh no, we're not going to have a floor. The roof's going to be up there. Never mind. Need to actually we're probably going to end up cutting this off here. Um, but yeah, so I had a look. A bit of lag there. Autosave lag as usual, as per our usual. I don't know, man. Um, so three. Trying to think, how do I want to address this? Oh, we can address it from this end, actually. Sorry, it's Monday. A little bit slow. I'm a little bit slow. um, Still coming off of weekend, the weekend high here. So I think that's level, isn't it? Yeah, that's level, and that makes a perfect 90-degree corner. All right. Loving this new little quality of life thing here. And we also have blueprints unlocked, so eventually we're gonna have to unlock some of those. I think we'll go down that path um, once we've got kind of phase 2 done, where we're really going to need to be putting in a lot of work for that type of stuff. So I think that'll probably be uh, the best way to do that. Probably here, if I had to guess. And then we're going to use a covered lift. Did these get fixed? They did not. Okay. Yep, they're still broken. What about the other ones? The covered lift. Nope, still broken. Okay. Just checking. We had an update to whatchamacallit, to trying to think of the thing here. To the 100 milestones mod. Wasn't quite sure what that update was about. But we did get an update, so there's that. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's way too low. So we're going to use the modded lift in order to get us down to that level, which is right there. And then we should be able to just... Oop. And we could have gone to the middle, but that works there. And then we just change this to a Mark III belt. There she goes. See it clipping through. Just a wee bit. So yep, there goes all the cables and the stators, which is automated wiring. So we're going to go Control C, Control Shift W, and then we're going to hit V when we get close to the machine to paste the oh, there it goes flying over. This is why our buildings can't be tall here, which is why I put these buildings here together into one big building, is so that we can put this all together, because we don't need a whole lot of machines for it. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about the roads and stuff yet. We really haven't decided. I don't know if I'm going to do like light poles or what I'm going to do exactly. We left one of our ladders there in the middle. And I'm also like really afraid to do a whole lot extra to this world. We're going to bring power up this sidewalk here, which would be the sidewalk. What was it? It's like one, it's like 1, 2, 3, right? If I remember right from the center. So on the center, 1, 2, 3. On the center, 1, 2, yep, 3. Okay. Then we go same with this one, I believe. Yep, and they cross over perfectly. Now this one would normally have a building here. We might build the corner, so we don't have to rebuild it later. Well, you know what? We'll just see. This should be connected, so. Yeah, there we go. Yep, and there's our street posts. This is why I'm going back so far, is because I don't want the lights to like overlap a bunch, because I've had problems in the past, not with this game, but with other games, when it came to lighting. I believe it was Space Engineers, that's what it was. Yeah, Space Engineers had a real issue with lights crossing over on stationary objects. They probably fixed it by now. I haven't played Space Engineers. Yes, I haven't played Space Engineer. Space Engineers? Yeah, something like that. I haven't played that game in years. That's why I was that's why I was having trouble pronouncing the name, because it's just like, because I was trying to say years after that. So Space Engineers in years. Sounds real great, doesn't it? Okay, so here's the other sidewalk. Now normally it'd be like this, right? That's how it'd normally be, because this would be crossing into the street. But we're not going to set that up right there. So we need to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go every 2? 1, 2, place 1, 1, 2, place 1. Yeah. Okay. If we go over to every 2, then that'll place that down. Something like that. But yeah, and so what I'm afraid for the future, if I'm unable to get this this dying graphics card out of my PC, it's dying a very slow death, and it's been getting progressively worse. Oh, I'm crouching for some reason. Yeah, just every now and again I've been noticing some subtle things that have whatchamacallit, some subtle like increases, I guess you could say, um, in activity, where the activity is making things worse. Yeah, that works. I like the every. Um, we could have put less in there if we really wanted. Yeah, these are supposed to be street lights, so I wanted to light up the sidewalk a bit too, but I could eventually move. I might eventually end up moving all these street lights to like the middle or something of the sidewalk, so that it lights up the whole street, and then we only have like one set of lights. I might have to do that, but yeah, I'm afraid for the future that I won't be able to play. Um, I won't be able to play this game anymore. Or this save, I mean. Oh, probably the game too, but I won't be able to play this save anymore. Just because of the sheer amount of stuff that's going to end up being on this save. That's what I'm afraid for. Let's see, we deem this as all kind of either walkway or something. Or we'll just continue. 2, 3, and 1. Oh, whoops, that should have been here, actually. Just trying to get power up to this building here. That's getting bad. And it's happening with all my games as well. Like the games that require more activity, I'm having even more, or require more resources. I'm having even more troubles with, which is expected. It's not like it's a surprise or anything. It's just it makes me worried that okay, that's not gonna work. Yeah, we're going to just remove that. Then we're just gonna put up power poles. Actually, yeah, let's bring this to here. I got a better idea. Yeah, let's bring that to there. I don't know why. I didn't even think about them sticking into the building. And let's go up this way. Architecture. So there's the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. We're probably going to end up taking off that top layer. So this one's going to be a little bit different from the others, which is just fine. What am I looking for? Architecture. That's what it is. Or actually, should be looking for logistics. I need to figure out how the blueprints work as well one of these times. Would be awesome is like some wall lights that you can chain off of. I mean, I do have these big suckers, but I was thinking like maybe a little one or something. Lights control panel, which I can't even. Oh, it doesn't go on walls. What? It only goes on foundation? Oh, it's a floor device. Okay. I was confused there. I was just curious. Logistics. We just use the wall mount here. And we're probably going to put it up about halfway. We really don't have a choice here. On actually don't even have a choice in okay, this might be a little better. From one letter to the other. Ah, there you are. Okay. Yeah, figuring out how the blueprints work eventually is definitely something that's going to benefit me in the future, I think. I'm gonna need a taller ladder. Yeah, it's like we need at least need to be up level right here. Sometimes you can get lucky. No, not gonna get lucky today. Don't take that out of context. I mean, you can if you want, but there's no reason to. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. And we'll just boop that right up to... Oh, I thought I had that. Yep, and then we'll just boop that right over there. I usually carry the power down the street, but for this particular one, we're going to have to find the center. 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe it's there. Just left of this one. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. So we'll get ourselves another ladder. Alrighty. So this spot right here. Yes. That spot right there. Grab our concrete pillar. Grab our power bit. Get rid of that. There we go. We'll bring the power from here to there. I might bring that power down to that corner down there. Just like as a little corner bit. You know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. Head back up here. Go to another park over here. Back to logistics. Okay, we're gonna need a ladder. Another ladder. I wish these ladders actually existed. The ones that just freestand straight up and down without being wobbly or anything. You stick them down and they're all of a sudden they're unable to move. You know, being super steady. There'd be a lot less accidents. Okay, power, power. Power. Architecture, back to this. Bang. Nope. Wrong thing. Can I not? Uh-oh. Nope, can't do it. Go back to here. Can't middle mouse click. Alright. It is. Cool. And now we have power all the way up here. I still don't like that connection between that light pole and that. I might get rid of the light pole entirely. How come this light's off, but all these lights are on? Weird. Yeah, let's get rid of the light pole entirely, and let's just do a Mark II pole. It's going to be a bit shorter than you would expect. And then we're going to go just go directly. I still hate that. I hate that. It's so terrible. The way this needs to connect to this building here. Of course, we could just grab another Mark II pole, stick it on the corner, bring it all the way up to that one probably. I don't know, does that clean it up a little bit? Not exactly, no. Could do a double connection. Just for fun. I mean, yeah, doing the double connection is not too bad. Nah, I don't like that. I really hate that. That seems terrible. Hey, it's not bad, it's not bad. Okay, so now power is going to be coming in through a double wall outlet right there in the middle of the wall. Okay, and that will connect to that. And we'll have light poles all the way down here as well. We could have carried light all the way up this as well. Well, not light, but at least the light poles, we could have carried them up there instead of doing this. Yeah, that might be just that might just be the way to go. I'm gonna leave that like that, or at least leave the corners. Let's just leave the corners. Yeah, I hate this. I suddenly hate it. Like, it's clean up there, but it's not clean coming up. You know, we could go to the edge of the sidewalk as well. Just like immediately shift right to the edge. This would probably be, I don't know if it's going to be up against a building or not. We go 1, 2, drag that up. Then there's going to be a light pole here. It's going to be facing outwards. So now we can put our light pole back. Street light. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to have another one there or not. I have no idea. Okay. It just fell. for unknown reasons. Get out of here. Okay, yeah, we'll just have the one for now. Yeah, I guess that works. The mark, is that the Mark 1? Yeah, it is Mark 1. Huh. Gives it an interesting look. Then we'll just connect it like that. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, we'll use this style to carry, or no, we'll use this style to carry power down the block here. We got to figure out exactly. I think we can go every 2, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we got 1, 2, and then this space. 1, 2, space. 2, space. 2, space. 2, space. 1, 2, space. 2, space. 1, 2, space. Nope, that ain't gonna work. It's 1 off. So I'll have to figure out another way. Um, hmm. Dang it, even with 3, I was going 3 space, 3 space, 3 space. And it was still 1 off. For fuck's sake. I gotta figure it out. Because I done 1, 2 space. Yeah, see, that ain't gonna work. And then I thought I tried 3. Oh, there it is. And that. And seems that there is enough here to make everything match up. Even with 3 spaces in between. But if I paint this to where I can visualize it, just making sure that I didn't mess up somewhere. Okay, so that one there. Yeah, see, it perfectly lines up. Come on, man. Uh, that's very, very frustrating. Okay, so what we're going to have to do then is we'll go with the 3 spacing. But we're going to have to we're going to have to figure something else out. So basically what I'm going to do is do this, and then 1, 2, 3 right there. Oops. Back to here. Okay. Maybe we have a space of 2. So there's 3 spaces of 3 there, and there's 3 spaces of 3 there. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put a light pole right in between these 2 then. And that'll work. Okay. Because I don't want to go too far without a light pole. And I don't want to go, too close with light poles either. Because these lights, the way the lights work in this game is they also create shadows and stuff, which my graphics card has a problem with. Is a real problem with, like, shadows, especially a lot of moving shadows and stuff. Like, most of the time it's okay, but it does have a bit of an issue sometimes. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm also going to get rid of this here and this here. Yeah, we'll directly connect to the light, I think, is the best way of doing it. Okay, no, we can't do that. Alright. That was an accidental doing this. I just did it just for fun. But no, I do have to do this. If I do this, then I can carry the power down this way. Then we just connect the power to that instead. Yeah, there we go. I think that works. And this will just carry power down to all of those. Okay, the power is going to be going just underneath that. Now, to keep with the theme here, also, there is going to be a light pole going this way too. There we are. Now we just put Mark 1 poles on everything. That autosave lag, that was fun. What I think I also need to be doing too is I need to be using the mods that I have available. Need to be using those more to my disposal. Oops, I think I connected the wrong thing. That's why I wasn't getting light down there. There we go. Okay, so then at the beginning of each building, or at the end of, I guess it would be, we do need to put in the rest of these walls here for the outputs. Okay, so there. And there. Just one right below the top wall, because we're going to probably remove that top wall there. I have not decided yet. But I think I am. At least this one, probably. Ooh, the power, where the power is going to be coming in is going to be tricky. Because I got to get it right there. See, normally Yeah, I'd probably go 2 in from center, or 2 in from that spot there, which is here. Or we could just do this to make it easy. Do this to make it easier on ourselves here. We'll drag this all the way to here. Okay. Oh, right, we don't have any power to that yet. That's right. Am I going right on the edge? Okay. Connect all these. There we go. Alright, now we gotta get power to all these. So, okay, so the closest spot is there. So the one thing that I'd have to do if I wanted to do that, I'm actually thinking about moving the power line down, the connection downwards. So let's remove the wire in between here. I can't believe those actually lined up there. That's pretty cool. And we're just going to remove the connection here to those light poles. And we're probably going to connect that one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. This allows us to do some things here. So then I can just boop, just like that, through the light pole. Since we can daisy chain it, but it doesn't have multiple connections. It has two. Two connections is the max there. So we can easily just do that, I guess. Just like that. There we go. Okay, and that should have upped our power usage as well. Yes, it certainly did. Now what's cool is we can overdo this now that we have a charge, because we have 100% charge. So we can just discharge the system without blowing a fuse, essentially. Without blowing the circuitry, because we're trying to overdo, which is really nice. And something I probably should incorporate into my Sphere program stuff. But yeah, that looks good there. So yeah, and we're going to be getting this stuff probably. Nothing more, I don't think, is going to be produced on this side. At least, well, I mean, we'll move more assemblers. We'll move more assemblers this way from this point of view. We can go across the street and stuff, but we cannot, absolutely cannot, go on this side of the street right here. Like, this street is the end. I might even cut this off because the manta ray or whatever does fly through the sidewalk. Or we might even cut this off here as a potential road. I'm not sure though. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. That's why this one isn't a full road anymore. Because the manta ray did fly through it, so we're going to basically try and build around its flight path. Okay, so now that we got that, we can get rid of these blue concrete bits as well. Because that was just for finding where we need to put the light poles. Alright. We still have yet to get concrete down here too. So yeah, this stuff that's being brought up, or that's going to be coming out of this sort of strip mall style building is I don't know where I'm going to go with it. I'm thinking underground might be the best instead of this. Because what the original plan was to bring the stuff out to, this was going to be like a main road that was going to we're going to be bringing all the materials. Ooh, look at him like stopping right before the concrete. Yeah, you stay back. I got a taser bar thing. I seen somebody 3D modeled one of these, or 3D modeled. They 3D printed. That's what I mean. They got the model of it and they 3D printed their own, basically stick. Get out of here. That's right. Eventually, I'm gonna have ways so that they can't get into the city. But yeah, it was a 3D. Is a 3D model of the of this this gun here. This gun. This I'll call it a stun baton for the moment. Sorry, my brain is slowly deteriorating as time goes on. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, see, he flies right through that. Yeah, right through that. So I might be cutting that sidewalk off and just having a sheer cliff on that side. Uh, that might be the best way to solve that. But we are getting some automated wiring, which is good. Look at all that automated wiring. Beautiful. See, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the sidewalk here with the stuff in order to get it to where it needs to go. And we'll be underneath the road as well with all of our outbound stuff. Just because we cannot get it to where it needs to go. Like that's just not possible. So yeah, we're gonna cut off this sidewalk as well. Right there, we'll cut it off. So there won't be a sidewalk here anymore. Unfortunately, there'll be a roadway, but there won't be a sidewalk. Just in case. I didn't build it all the way across. Now you can tell where the roadway was at some point. Not gonna happen. And autosave black. Wasn't so bad that time. Yeah, we'll just cut that off there. Cut that off at the pass so that he can pass by. Cool. And that'll be like basically a sheer wall. I need to find something to do with those train tracks as well. I don't know what I did down there. I did something down here, but now I don't remember what it was and what I was trying to do down there. I've done built over the top of it. So, there's that. Oh yeah, we had a foundation thing down there because then I was going to have like underground logistics stuff down there at one time or another. I done forgot about that too. So I'm trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to take this stuff. So this stuff is going to go underneath the sidewalk. We'll probably go out underneath this roadway here because this roadway will stay, which is just fine. And then we'll bring it all the way to there, all the way to here where it pops up, where this roadway turns back into the main road, the main roadway here, which is going to be cut off, unfortunately. Now, I might build this out so it could be like a little turnaround spot, maybe? I'm not sure yet. I do know we do need to be careful going that way, though, with any kind of builds, just because of that flight path. Alright, and here comes the man of the hour. Or the woman of the hour, whichever. I have no idea. Oh. Yeah, so not all the time does it clip through the sidewalk, but it sometimes does. So it goes that way, and then it makes a turn. What would be nice is if they could have this thing like do block detection. That when you loaded up the save or whatever, I'm not I have no idea how that's something like that would work, but yeah, you loaded up the save and then it calculated the flight path of like it from its normal flight path. It would calculate all the deviations from that flight path in order to avoid your structures, in order to avoid buildings. Like if a building is really close range within itself, it will, or if a player placed blocks, it'll try to fly above them so many blocks. So like every time you loaded your save, if and it would calculate where all the blocks were for that particular thing. That'd probably be extremely damn near impossible to program, but it'd be cool. I was just thinking about that though. It's just like, we'll just wait for him to come by. Yeah, so we're gonna be going underneath this road here. We're gonna tear up the road, and we're gonna put a thing underneath it. We're getting awfully close to that cliff. Okay, that's actually perfect, because that's right where the park is. So go underneath this sidewalk. It might be clipping into the ground, but nobody's going to see it, so I'm not too particular on how things look. And all that. Okay, that'll bring all of the stuff down that way. Cool. Let's tear out this wall. Bring that here. I'm also going to be bringing some beams up that way too. At some point. I'm going to split off the beams. I think don't we have like beams? Can we have beams going into the ground somehow? Yeah, we need a lot of beams. We do need a lot of beams. We're gonna go see what we can accomplish here. What's that one? That one's doing cable? Really? Yeah, we're low on cable. I thought we had beams going into the ground, didn't we? What's this other one? Motors, stators, wire, and pipe. No, okay. No. So no, we do not. Actually need to remove that. So beams, the beams are being split off to this belt here, and going this way. Yeah, and they're going towards that section there. Okay. So how many beams per minute are we actually making? These are pipe. These are beams here, so we're making 15, 30, 60. Okay, so we're doing 60 a minute, which is not good. That's very, very low. This might be one of the first buildings that gets a second floor. Just because of the amount that we need. Also noticed too that since we've got, yeah, we got some weird things going on with this factory. I don't know how we're going to make that work, but yeah, we just don't have very many beams coming in, or very many beams being made. I might split off on this singular line. It's so inefficient that we might as well make it. We might as well just continue the inefficiency um, and whatnot. So basically, what I'm going to do is we're going to go down here to where the beams end, to where they go up, and then we're going to split it right at the end there. But that also means we need to bring that there. Yeah, we want 1 and 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3. Top of 4. Top of 4. Okay. So the only reason I'm doing 1, 2 is because we need the power. Just another way of getting power around, I guess, if we ever need it. I think at some point this belt is eventually, it's going to be so efficient, or so it's going to be so efficient once it gets upgraded, I guess. Let's say. Something like that. Okay. That's the only bad thing is how am I going to get those beams? Like when I split and I go this way to this one. Should I just continue the trend? Yeah, I think I should just continue the trend. We'll just call that good. No, not that. We don't need that. It's like, yeah, building all this without planning, without, with only having like a rough idea of what I want to do. I mean, you may say, well, that's that's just bad planning or whatever. That's just not how it's just not how things work. What always happens with me is I'll plan, right? And I've done this millions of times in my life, countless times, right? And you can say, well, that's just bad planning all you want or whatever, it's fine. I get it. It's not something that normally happens, right, with people. But what ends up happening with me is I'll plan for something. I'll plan it out to the finest details, best as best as I can, right? So I'll put this like this. Then we can put the splitter, and then we'll put the beam on after. But yeah, down to the finest detail, as best as I can, so that I account for everything I can even think of, right? And what ends up happening is the plan, no matter what it is, no matter how small, how big or how small, no matter what, it could be a plan for getting up that day and going to see a movie, which I don't do anymore either. Um, and I'll plan for it, and everything will be good, everything's solid. And then somehow, some way, the universe goes, nope, screw your plan. This is what's going to happen instead. And everything goes to crap. Now, am I saying, oh, the universe is against me? Like, it's always the universe's fault, that type of stuff. It's just like, nah, I take all the responsibility for my actions and what happens. That's why I don't plan. I just say, no, I'm just not going to plan anymore. There's no reason. Hello there. There's no reason to plan anymore. I just give up on it. It's like, you know what? There's no reason to plan anymore. Right? What's the point? The point of me planning always ends up in me. I'm gonna get that up there. So it'd line up with this, wouldn't it? Yeah, it always ends up with me, the plan not working out, and me being me being a huge disappointment to that. It's just like, does it suck? Yeah. Is it something I can fix? Not really. It just I just don't plan. I just say to hell with it. Uh, I just don't plan anymore. It's just like if I'm gonna plan for something, it's going to be a vague plan, and I'll figure out when I get there, you know. And then there's less chances for it to be screwed, the plan to be screwed up because I didn't really plan in the first place. it sounds it sounds incredibly horrible. I know. Like, how do you get anything done? Well, I don't. That's for sure. He laughing at me. What an asshole. It needs to be there. Yeah, I think that's it. Alrighty. Yeah, that looks like the right height. Okay. The reason I'm doing it is because I need to get rid of that, uh, and even that as well. And we're gonna go with the 2. So basically, the wall needs to go here, right? Um, this is what's gonna be weird. I'm thinking this will work, but it's just gonna be weird. It's just gonna be weird. So I could put this belt out on a little stalk, basically. Let's see. Yes, that works. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna need the foundation or not. So now you're probably wondering, what the heck? you know, I know that. Uh, hmm. Actually, I just had a better idea. I just had a much better idea. Got it. See, that's how I execute my plans. I'll have a vague idea, um, and then once I get there, I figure it out, and then I go, and then I try a few things, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then I'll go, yeah, that works, or I'll go, nah, that doesn't work. Stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna go conveyor lift. Hold on one second. Where's my walls? There's my walls. Back over here. Yeah, and my brain's worked like that for years. And it's worked out for me far better than, let's say I made a plan for something. Oh my gosh. Say I made a plan for something, right? Um, a planned activity, if you will. And then I take that exact same activity, just did a vague idea of it, of what might or may not happen, not really worried about the details or anything. And then I went and did it. Guess which one works out? It's not the planned one, I'll tell you that much. It's just so many times I've been burned, I guess you could say. I've been burned by planning stuff. That's also why I don't say anything definitively either. When I say I'm going to do something, right? let's say I'm going to do something for a friend, which this has happened many times, right? Um, if I tell that friend, hey, I'm going to do this, or they ask me for a favor, they say, hey, can you do this for me? Or whatever, right? And I'll go, yeah, sure, I can do that for you. And then they ask me, okay, well, how long do you think it would take to do that type of thing for me? Or do you think you could do that thing for me um, at this time or at that time? You know, any sort of thing like that where it's a particularly detailed deal that I have agreed to. Something like that, I think. Yeah, yes, I have agreed to do this particular thing, and I'm going to do it for a friend or a family member. It doesn't matter. They ask me, when do you think you're going to get it done by, or whatever. Um, I'll give them an answer, but I'll tell them that it's possible that it may not be. But this is my estimate, right? Everything is in estimates. 2, 3, 4. Now the reason I do that is because there's been so many times where I'll tell them, yeah, it's going to be done by here, and it never gets done by then. And that's not me, you know, overconfidence in myself. I give myself plenty of time to complete it by when I say I'm going to complete a particular thing or do a particular thing, right? Um, I give myself more than enough time, and it still doesn't ever get done. If I particularly say something, um, I am made to be or I'm out to be made a liar, essentially, all the time. And that's what I battle with every day. Something like that. It's really hard to explain because unless somebody experiences this as well, there nobody else is really going to understand. Uh, and as you know, it's not something that um, it's not something that I particularly am proud of. I'm not proud of the way things go in my lifetime, but I work around them. I figure out ways that I can get around this particular type of deal. Um, like the whole planning thing. So it's just like, hey, yeah, work on my car. It's just like, yeah, sure, I can work on your car. It's like, when do you think you can have that job done by? I can have that job done by possibly next week. And they're like, well, it's a job that should only take you a few days. I'm just like, yeah, but and I straight up tell them too. I'm like, yeah, but if it doesn't go well, if something particularly doesn't go well, it could be next week. I'd say that's a possibility. It's never definitive, and that could just be lack in confidence. But again, I know how things go for me, and they don't usually go well. Aha, I made it work. So that's why it's just like, even with the things like we were going for the achievements last week, or for a few achievements on Dyson Sphere program. I said this is what I'm going for, but it's probably not going to happen and yeah, I was correct. I got screwed. Well, I screwed myself, but that was a me thing, being uh, not being efficient for that particular achievement. So, but I already knew it was going to happen that way. There was no getting out of that one. So I'm thinking, there is that straight? I think that's level. Is that level? Looks level. Eventually, I need to reorganize all this stuff, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Because, like I said, I'm afraid for the future, man. These types of things may not go well. for my PC. I guess you could say in the realm of things that I'm my own worst enemy, I guess. Like I sabotage myself all the time. And not intentionally, it's just what happens. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong dealio. Oh, we need this one. I love this mod as well. It's a really good mod. You have been spotted. Get out of here. Okay, that works. Now everything is hooked up to the building. This is good. This is good. Good. I guess that's also why I have a very monotoned voice, I guess you could say. Huh, Discord got a new look and I didn't even notice this morning. It happens. But yeah, like I said, that's man, the cable is like really slow. Oh, because it needs 50 cable per minute per machine. We're probably making like 20 cable or something. Something ridiculous. So yeah, we're gonna go underneath the thing here. There we go. Tear out this block. Nice. Okay, we'll have to do that to all the buildings. So that. And that one's already been done. Tear out the little rampy bit there. Okay. But yeah, I think that the one thing that I do very, very well, at least I think I do well, but I probably don't do well, but I think I do it at least I do okay, is being able to come up with a solution, right, to something. Being able to come up with that solution and make it work for that particular moment. I mean, I guess the only reason I ended up being able to do stuff like that is because I kind of forced myself to. So now I'm kind of in this situation where it's like I have to come up with solutions right then and there. Like I got to come up with a solution, I got to make something work, stuff like that, right? And it ends up working out in a sense of, I don't know. It ends up working out in the sense that it works out for that particular moment, I guess. Or if I am going to plan something, right? I have to be 100,000% positive that I'm going to be able to make that plan work. Like there can't be any uncertainty in that. If there's any uncertainty, I'll just default to um, planning. So that's a 2 meter. Do a 1 meter, so we can get underneath there. But yeah, if there's no uncertainty, like it's 100% going to happen. There's no way this can be screwed up. then I'll go for it. Like I said, it has to be 100%. It has to be 100% certain. If I any kind of uncertainty, I'm like, nope. I'll just go, we'll make a vague plan. This is what we plan on happening. But it is a pretty good chance that it's not going to. Now, video games, obviously, they're a little bit easier. Have to remove that, I think. Yeah, they are much easier when it comes to predicting. What's going to happen, because it's a video game, you know. You can understand the rules of the game. And still be able to say with a certain amount of with a level of certainty that this is the way it's going to be, and there's nothing that can say that that's not how it's going to be. Okay, that's not going to work. How did I do it last time? I've already forgotten. Oh, you know what I think I did? I think I did this. So I found it exactly where I wanted it. It needs to be. Is it there? You know, or finding out how to do something through trial and error. Like this here, what I'm doing here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so that's exactly where that needs to be. Okay. I should have just. I guess I could do this. And just like that. Okay. I should be able to duplicate that. Okay. And then architecture. You know, it's something I would like to do eventually, if we could ever do it, is being able to play this game in like a creative mode. That'd be really cool as well. But once 1.0 comes out, I'm dropping everything and playing that instead. Screw everything else, man. Once 1.0 comes out, there is an update. We have heard about update 8. They did make a subtle hint. Jace did recently, because he had that chat GPD or GPT, or I don't exactly remember the name, but it's like an AI type of deal where you can ask it questions and stuff like that. And it knows, like, you can pull information from the internet, as well as it uses user input in order to learn stuff. It seems, which is really cool. You know, a really cool little thing. It reminds me of like Ask Jeeves and stuff from way back when. I used to be on Ask Jeeves a lot. I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know anything, but Jeeves knew everything. Let's see. That looks pretty good. So yeah, we can put that in that corner. But at least we got the automated wiring going. We got electricity up here. We got a plan fit together. How we're going to put everything else. But yeah, he hinted at while he was doing that little funny bit about he was going to make the AI write a like a features list and stuff like that, like a script for a YouTube video for him to what do you call it? For him to read the script off of for update 8, right? Well, that may have been a fun little experiment for you to do, and it maybe seem fun and stuff like that. But I take it as that was a very, very subtle hint. Well, maybe not very subtle, but it was definitely a subtle hint of some kind. Um, that basically means uh, update 8 is coming out. Update 8 is going to be the next update. I thought they were going after update 7. They were going to do one. They were going to focus on 1.0, but I'm guessing they're not ready yet. Is my guess. I don't know why I jumped there. I that's also the weird thing about my brain too. Like sometimes I'll preemptively do something even though it's not needed, or I'll just straight up forget I'm doing something at the time and then screw myself over. Like I don't know if any of you guys do this, but the one thing I definitely do in Satisfactory a lot is when I'm building foundations. Is I'll walk over the hologram before it's placed. So I'm preemptively walking on a foundation that does not exist yet. I just fall through. I've done that so many times. It's hilarious. Uh, it is. It does brighten my day when I screw something up like that. Okay, yeah. So we'll leave the rest of this for next time. But we do have power. We do have a plan, and we are making automated wiring. Um, so hooray for us, you know. Um, very, very good. I think the last thing we're going to do before we end the episode is we're going to go collect, see if we can collect 500, which I don't think we do because I think it's only 4 machines. And I don't know how many stack, but we're going to see if we can get the 500 smart plates, smart plating. No, so 50, yeah, that's not going to happen. We'll get close though. So we're going to pull these. And then we're going to empty out the belt of automated wire, or of smart plating. Uh-oh, my inventory is really full. I need to empty some stuff out of my inventory. Yeah, I think at some point too as well, I'm going to come back in and completely redo like sections, like entire sections. I need to completely redo um, of like belts and stuff like that because it's gotten a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, we got past it. It's gotten a little bit crazy around here. I must say. All right, there's the smart plating. Can I grab it though? Is the thing. Can I grab the smart plating? I cannot. I could if we did this. There we go. Oh, not enough space to pick up the smart plating. Ow, my knees. Okay. So let me empty out my inventory a little bit here. Um, okay, yeah, I do have a few other like little things that I've been carrying around for a while. I think yeah, we'll get some tickets. Um, hmm, yeah, that'll work. That'll get us some tickets as well. So I'm just sinking all that stuff. All right, now we should be able to collect the rest of it. Like this world is going to be probably a work in progress all the way up until 1.0, unless they drastically change something so much that we just all have to start new games. I don't know if they'd ever do that, but that could be possible. So yeah, we're just going to grab the smart plating that's in the belt system here. Yeah, and there's no real way to do this any faster, unfortunately. It's on a Mark III belt, so we're picking it up as fast as it can come in. I don't know if we have 500 of it, though. We're going to see how much we have. It's like I'm predicting 450. That's my prediction. 400, 450. 450, Bob. Anybody remember The Price is Right way back when? Bob Barker. Fucking hell. Amazing show. I had some grandparents who watched it, and oh man, I love doing it. So much fun. Or doing it. I did never actually. Holy crap, we have 500. Holy crap, we have 500 smart plating. That's amazing. Very nice. Let's put it in here. Nice. So now we have something to look forward to. Some look, or we have something done. I'll say that. Okay. Also, we also need to build. Remember that we can build buildings here. So before we expand any further that way, there's going to be some buildings here as well, because we're going to need more assembler stuff for phase 3. I can't remember what phase 3 includes, but that doesn't really matter anyway. So yeah, looking forward to update 8. That might be coming out. Um, Hopefully they can get that out. Maybe some more feature updates. That's what I'm hoping for. Um, but like I said, I think yeah we're way over time here. So that's going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So I know we didn't get a whole lot done, but that's just how these things go sometimes. Um, we'll get some more done next time. Hopefully we'll get some more machines set up and stuff. But it's going to be it. So again, do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.